Welcome back, welcome in, welcome here, welcome to the show. Welcome to my channel, such as I am, and it is. I am, of course, Rogan, and that rattle you hear is my fan, and strange chitterings and moanings and yowlings you'll sometimes hear in this and other videos that emanate from this not particularly named place I'm from and in now. A little wandering. Skill yourself already? Skill yourself already? You mean gather some skills? Well, I should certainly gather the skills I need to navigate a sentence before I start trying to get around one as complex and daunting as the one I was just trying to get around. I'll tell you that much. Boy, howdy. Clearly, I know what I was trying to do. Sunshine Girl, how are you? It's nice to see you. How are you? Pill yourself already. I just took the pills that I took before the beginning of the stream. Every time you don't see me take them right after. So the only thing I'm taking right now that's a pill is the caffeine. How are you, Sunshine Girl? You're well? I'm glad you're well. It's good to be back. I feel good to be here. You know what? Close enough. Graham Plattner, how is it? How is the... what was the last thing you said? Pill yourself already. How is the pill? The caffeine pill? Are you alright? Been pretty busy trying to take it easy. Yeah, I'm trying to do that too. Mr. John Porky, how are you? I'm a lot better today than I was yesterday, but I'm still like whacked. Just not okay. I'll be fine by day after tomorrow. I'll be totally fine. I'll feel like an old man actually a little bit probably at work. Well, I'm not working until Tuesday, but still. What's going on now? Nothing. I'm dancing like an old man dances, horizontal and motionless. That old man dance that is... I'm not dead, I'm happy. I'm not dead. I'm happy. Who said I'm dead? How are you, Joe King? How are you? I'm doing the granddad the wedding dance. Yeah, but today I actually feel kind of pleasant, even though it's all gloom and doom, like the world is gloomy and doomy and I'm worried about stuff. But today, coming in here into the live stream, I feel weirdly like it's fun. Like there's two different kinds of really old man at the party. There's the one where dude's fucking dead and they're just pretending he isn't dead. And they're propping him up, and it's not clear whether he's comforting them or they're comforting him, but it's not comforting to watch from outside that circle either way. But then other times there's like the old man where it's like they're doing that, but the old man's actually into it. There's some joy to beef. You're like, okay. Hey, the Dark Magician. Hi, Yuppie. Weekend at Rogan Marshall's. Yeah, hey, Noodles. So, like, yeah, I'm in a pretty good mood today. Do you watch NFL or college football? I do not. No, I don't follow sports at all. Is it Friday? Oh my God, that's right. That's right. Oh, man. What did you take tonight? I have not taken anything. Um, I still feel really ill, but I don't feel anywhere near as ill as I did on Monday and Tuesday. But I still feel really not okay. Um, yeah, yeah, I could be worse. It could be much worse. You have some big news, Noodles. What's that? What? Can you ask an honest question? Did you do to your sister what she says you did? My sister doesn't say. What are you talking about? What's my sister's name? Thanks, Sunshine Girl. Come on. I did not see his profile pic. Did you take 3 Tylenol? Skipper Jones? No. Why? Do I look all Tylenol'd out, man? I actually haven't even, normally I take Kratom, and I haven't taken any tonight. Yeah, I'm actually less doped up than I normally am. Not smoked at all, and I've not taken any Kratom. I did just eat part of a gummy. But yeah, I just feel weird. I'm tired. Nowhere near as weird and tired as I did yesterday. Did y'all see my big news? I typed in chat. You're trans. I saw that. That weird guy happened right then. Well, we have your back on that if that's what's up with you. Oh boy. That's wild news. Well, I literally don't know what to say. But you're good with me. A boy like Peter Pan, whatever you want, you're good with me. You're happy as long as you're happy, Noodles. This is totally a place where you can decide what your gender is for sure. You can just straight up decide. Because you're an avatar in here. You can be who you want to be in here. In here. And Chat's being feisty tonight. Thank you, Sunshine Girl, for helping out. I mean, I'm a little woozy. I didn't feel like getting up and messing with the computer. Gotta do what makes you happy. Yeah. But there's certain things where, like, parasocial limitations make things really obvious. Like, the ways in which was Annie and wrong. You gave this guy advice about his health yesterday. You put me in timeout. I was super polite too. People would do that when it has to do with advice about their health, even if it's good advice and obvious advice. And they're smart. And they don't seem to be losing their shit. They'll get pissed off. I can't listen to Stevie Nicks as a black man without being judged. I don't know, but I assume you must be talking about The Wiz with Michael Jackson. Are you still weak? Yeah, I mean, it's nowhere near as bad as yesterday. I went to the grocery store, but today I definitely felt more, I don't know, spacey. Like, I can't, I'm confused. Like, I'm just not concentrating right at all. Like, I just can't track what the problem is. There isn't a problem, that's fine, because you don't gotta track what the problem is if there isn't one, but usually there is one. Maybe it's depression. I was really, really sick on Monday and Tuesday, and half a Sunday and half a Wednesday. Like, just fucking deathly ill. And today and yesterday, like, I could kinda function. I could kinda, like, I got up on my feet, I got some stuff done. I don't have anywhere near the heart or the energy I would like to have. Hey, Christina. Glad to see me on the mend. I seem to be. I'm better than I was yesterday. I'm definitely better than I was the day before yesterday. I think I'm gonna make it. Headed to the farm. Yeah. Are you on gummies? Why does everybody assume that I'm on drugs? Because I'm lying down. FBOA. LTNS. I don't know what that stands for, but I assume it stands for old men lying down on their backs is obviously stoned, is what that stands for, right? LTNS, it's long time no see. Okay. I'm not on drugs. Who's on drugs video? Because you told us you had an edible. No. Look, whatever I told you was. What did I tell you? Do you hear that? This is a haunted place. Let me see. Okay, I ate part of a THC gummy, like a Delta 9 Indica Delta 9 gummy. And one of those mushroom gummies. And I can taste them still. So it says 16 minutes. I've been streaming for 16 minutes, so I bet I ate those 16 minutes ago. Also, somebody said something like, pill yourself already. Like, they just didn't want to get in trouble for telling me to kill myself. But I played dumb. And I was like, I have in fact already pilled myself with a caffeine pill. And when I said it, it was true. And that was also 16 minutes ago. So I probably took that pill right before I ate those gummies. Do you see all this logical, it's fucking Sherlock Holmes fucking level deduction? And I don't taste any of that kratom shit, so I didn't take any of that kratom. And so now I have reconstructed. You had edibles and a caffeine pill. Yes, I have ineluctably reconstructed what the fucking happened. I had edibles and a caffeine pill in my mouth, and I swallowed them. Fuck yeah. That is what happened. That is, in fact, the truth. The truth. You figured it out. You figured out the truth. Did I eat anything? I did not do drugs. None of anything I just mentioned counts as drugs. You know what does count as drugs? Your attitude. And you know what you can do with your attitude? That is drugs. You can smoke them. You can shove them in your pipe and smoke them. Your attitude. The drugs. You can just like that. If somebody asks you, is that shit getting you high? What you say is, let me smoke a little more, and then I'll tell you. That is the true answer. I don't know what just blinked across my screen like that. That is sassy. Sassy. Don't make me over too much of the, don't make me Used to go to the bars and stream. Yeah, but now I don't. I just stay here alone in the dark on an Arctic night in the off season, in the nice season. Um, yeah, there's a little bit. There is definitely a bar crawl neighborhood that's awesome, but I'm gonna be really careful. Uh, well, and I'm gonna want to get a job over there too. So I want to be really careful about approaching live streaming from any of those places over there. Uh, but I may not. Like, I might have to just keep that separate. Um, I mean, it would have been bars equals trouble. I mean, yeah. Like, if I had enough of a cohort to be sure, you guys would bail me out. I'm not sure that's what happens if I get in trouble live. Bars you can go to watch the games, not even drink. I mean, if I weren't even drinking, that would be one thing. But understand the kind of trouble that gets you in trouble with the law, where you're riding away in the back of an ambulance or a police vehicle. Like, you can be minding your own business. Like, you don't gotta be less than sober. You get arrested live, it will definitely contribute to a bail fund. I mean, I'd better be so sure, so locked down, 1000% sure. I am welcome to be streaming where I'm streaming. And that's going to take me a couple of months from anywhere around here. There's, like I said, there's a whole neighborhood full of places that look like awesome places to stream from. It would be cool also if I could figure out a place where I could stream from a back corner and it'd be like Hub City Beers was, but if I never told anyone that it was Hub City Beers, like, if nobody knew, like, no ops from here are gonna, like, these Mississippi people, they're never gonna accidentally just wander by some odd little pub with an upstairs room where I decide to start streaming all the time. Have you tried to disguise? Yeah, I thought about getting like a shirt that's a color, like a blue shirt maybe, or a red one, and some hair. If I like had hair, I would totally fucking trip them out. Ow. I would fucking get all the way around them. I need a good beehive energy, yeah. And like sunglasses that go up, yeah. Yeah. You know, and heels. And then like for somebody else to practice until they can just walk on the heels for me so I don't have to like do it. A giant cowboy hat with a hidden camera in the middle. Make purposely obvious, people will assume it's a joke. I mean, yeah. If I had a would Beehive Joe? I would put L LED lights and a do. A beehive do, not duo. I'm not blind. I can see fine, young person, sir or madam. Don't think I can't see you and what you're doing. Definitely keep your location quiet. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how long they're gonna keep coming at me, but I am looking at the edge of being famous enough to not need the hassle. Like my popularity. If people are saying you hung yourself in your cell, but I said, hell, no, you know too much. Jeff Epstein. I get it. That's a Jeff Epstein joke. I want a spiral lighting system in my beehive. Yeah, me too. Once Sunshine Girl in the 90s for a little while, I had this thing where there was a little spotlight wired to my glasses. I want to say it was on this side, but it was wired to my glasses, and it would spotlight your face like if you were about, I don't know, 5 feet away. But I knew exactly how far away you had to be for it to spotlight your face. And I could control it manually. The wire ran up my glasses, through my hair, and down my back, and around my waist and up into one of my front pockets where I had a button. So I could just spotlight your face if I wanted to. It was like this kind of harsh red. I don't remember whether I had a choice. It seems like I decided it should be red. Was it battery controlled? Well, it stopped working when the battery died. So yes, I think I want to say the part. I want to say it had one AAA battery in it. Are you unbanned? Leah, did anybody ban you? You didn't get banned, did you? Oh. Arboreal octopi, how are you? You almost got past me. I am so stupid, slow, and old today. Oh my God. Last night you got banned, but you're here now. That's... I had been making a practice of making mods. You could use some lights on your Croc shoes. Yeah, I don't remember using them on anyone's shoes. It sounds like it would work well for that, right? Like I said, I could use it to spotlight your face from a distance that I could control in such a way that it kind of led into conversations, right? Like in a party where all the cool kids are. You'd think that I would figure out that it's, I mean, it sounds like it would be much better for creating dramatic moments for other people, right? And so, like, it would be good for shoes. Like, I would definitely have figured that out now that I'm old. When I was young, however, I'm not sure I ever did. I don't remember. But I do remember, yeah, that at some point it stopped working. And it probably had to do with the. I remember it had two wires. I want to say the battery. I could change the battery in it. This was something Russ Smith invented for me. And I would leave it on at wrong shows, like twice. It seemed very cyberpunk. I don't know. There was, is the moment where cyberpunk sort of slid off behind Tetsuo, the Iron Man, and got creepy and gross and acid damaged. I was very into that. I was very into that. And this seems to somehow surge up out of that and get a hold of my glasses. Out of the mess on Russ Smith's desk. The U-Haul guy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that guy. That fucking doofus, man. There's like a dozen people with this shit going on in Hattiesburg. Who really have the standing to step in and be like, you guys, reality check. Rogan is not some kind of super predator who moves in darkness like the villain in some weirdly dramatic, fantastical, devious, phantasmagorical thriller that happens to be real. I don't. Super Predator is crazy. I mean, well, by super, I mean like superhero, hero. Like I have this super villain, superhero aptitude for getting away with it. Super Predator sounds like I might be a two-headed crocodile that flies. Like a two-headed like a two-headed crocodile would be the predator. But when it also has bat wings and flies, that is a super predator. That places it in a different class, right? You know, I don't know. I'm making it up. Somebody else knows better than me about these things. I'll tell you what. It ain't getting me. It is not biting me. Whatever kind of predatory nonsense it brings to this table. This is a no-nonsense table, no. Doink, doink, no. So yeah, why am I laying down? Well, We're taking incoming fire. I don't know if you heard, young man. Perhaps she's hard to hear it. There's a war on out there. Right out there. You hear that? Yeah, you hear that now, don't you? Why are you laying? The fuck you? Why are you laying down? Oh, that last one blow off one of your legs? Oh, who's laying down now? Piece of shit. I might ask you the same question. And you might have the same answer, which is fuck you. No offense, but fuck you, sir. Might be what you would say. Ouch. But why am I lying down? Well, there's probably a long story that goes with that if I could remember it, which I can't. Well, won't. I'm gonna refuse to. I'm gonna refuse to remember that long story. Aramis or Dracarciama. 868 Aramis or Dracar. What? 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 What do you mean? What do you mean? The dark magician hug. Guess what you're doing? You're building a castle with the pieces of your broken heart. Whoever hid me for that comment, I wasn't trying to be racist. You probably don't have to try. Smoking a black and mild, oh man. I haven't smoked any tobacco since I moved. So I just know. I know that I'm doing a pretty good job of not smoking. I want to try. Like, there's a whole bunch of those cigars that clearly, like, the kids, the black kids, are using to roll, that come in packs of 2. Like, they're cheroots. And they're flavored. There's a whole bunch of different popular brands. It's sky high. I swear to God, I'm less high than normal. I really am, actually. How high am I? Why? Must you make it so much worse when my landlord comes in here and sees the shape of me? Look, I'm not high, I'm scared, okay? I'm scared of the loud noises. They frighten me. How am I? Am I drunk? What is everybody? I really am actually only The only thing I'm doing that is at all inclined to make me seem more high or drunk than usual is that I am lying down. That's all I'm doing. As high as giraffe. Here's the. You guys are gonna get me in trouble with love hello. Don't you know how much trouble you're gonna get me in? Are you on opium? Oh my god, I wish I was. And talking weird. What do you mean talking weird? Jim JMH Psalm, how are you? You lie down and don't act like this. Look, a man can't lie down in 2026. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? All you gotta do is lie down. Next thing you know is they're like, you got one ball. Look, you're trans. You aren't even a man. That's what happens as soon as you lie down in a live stream. Magician? Who said? Who said? Oh, they actually have magician in their name. They actually said that. Did I work today? No. I'm gonna cancel man for breasting. Why? Why must you trip on me, my good heart, my good times? Naira, how are you? Hey, Rogan. Yeah. I have escaped. It's cool how I have escaped. And like the bad couple of days of bad health have landed, so like I got frowning eyes on me. Like I could still, in theory, have trouble with the living situation. I have to make sure I make myself useful. I have to make sure. But other than that, I escaped safely. And I escaped from where I was in Mississippi. So it should be. Well, I mean, I'm sure it was fine before you guys kept joking about me being high. Until like, that lady hates me. Not yet, buddy. Worcester, Mass is the new Athens. Oh no. Oh, maybe. I mean, I don't. I mean, I like Worcester. I like the music scene there, alright, yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, there's always a lot going on there. It's uphill in certain ways. Worcester is a place where I'm sure that me being like a grand old man on the scene would serve me. And you saw the psychedelic furs at the Centrum in the late '80s. So if so, I know probably which show you're talking about. I wasn't there, but it was right when I moved there. If it's this show I'm thinking of, like in I think '88. You're not a booty bandit. I don't. Chris George, you're not allowed to hit on people in the chat. Even if they like it and want you to, you just gotta be chill. Okay, you guys can like each other and want each other, and now that you know that, you can get a room somewhere else. It's gross. Don't be gross. Listen, this is how. It's an interview? No. Don't tell me it's an in joke I don't understand. Because I'm old and slow. Doing an interview on. Listen, please don't confuse me. I'm old. I'm so old and stupid and sober. I'm not drunk or high at all. Old and slow too. Okay, but you're probably stoned, and I'm at least as sober as my landlord. At least that's sober. You're not sober. I fucking am. Don't even trip. Give me the bag. I will blow into it. Can I make you a moderator? No, I don't think that's an excellent idea. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I love the moderators I have now. I mean, I value my moderators, but as moderators, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that that's their best quality. It just happens to be. I like John because he's black, yeah. I mean, that definitely gets you points around here. If you can't trust them, then they must be against you. That's not always true. Sometimes in small ways, and especially like office politics kind of situations. And that would actually include like live stream chat rooms. You'll get it next time you see it. Now, what are you talking about? Oh, you're talking to John Porky. They might not be against their boss, just for themselves. Yeah, I mean, it depends. I am presupposing, right, that you have some kind of true to yourself, some way that you're true to yourself that would make you maybe somebody's friend categorically, that would have to do with that. You know, I'm not sure how often that would happen, though. Now I'm saying it out loud. In like a workplace, or like in the neighborhood, things like that, it would all be categories of, it would be like, because you're the two Jewish guys, or you're the two stoners, or you're the two Serbians. They want to silence me from doing a tarot reading. I had people step over me to get to the top. They act like it's nothing personal, though. You like drug magician because he hits the gym. Serbians ain't no joke. I mean, there's several that hang out in here. It's actually why I hesitated before I said it, because it does not represent like a random example of an ethnicity that people might randomly be. Like, because people come, like, an inordinate number of Serbians have come and hung out in here, and Russians. Yeah, I feel much better than I did yesterday, but I still feel like lying down. I also am intentionally making these chat streams boring. I'm intentionally making them line up with the same time every night as much as I can. Like, I'm trying to hit 8 p.m. You don't want to step over me these days. I've been watching WWE reruns of Kurt Angle playing. Right, them putting people in the ankle lock. Hello, my sister is subscribed to you, and I wanted to know what your content is. Amanda Melton. Sunshine Girl, I have to head off. I'll see you soon. This line is being played on the wrong speed. What makes you say that? C M A 6 8. What's your favorite part of Mississippi? Sorry, my brother stole my phone. Okay, is that really you now? What's your favorite part of Mississippi? Oh, I like Carroll County. There's just little places where he is 30. 30 years old stealing phones. He's probably trying to get a job or something with the phone. Is that how you do that? I mean, I guess that's how I got this job. What I have here. Have I ever been to Jackson County or George County? No. In Mississippi? No. Nope. No, I've only ever really been in Hattiesburg and in Carroll County, in Carrollton. Yeah, when I was a little kid, Jackson, Mississippi has those social justice warriors. I mean, when I was a little kid, I have some very small child memories of Jackson that have to do with when my parents were getting divorced. Because my father was a lawyer in Jackson. But um, he is sold. That is why I was looking for him yesterday. He used to live in Jackson. You ever get to Loosedale? Or George County? I mean, I don't know. It was long before my time. Am I going to be too stoned to read tonight? Honest to God, I am not extra stoned. I am actually less stoned than normal. I'm just laying down because I felt like being chill because I am terrified of fireworks. Like a little fucking puppy, alright? Arf, 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 I'm scared. Arf, arf, like a little scared fucking puppy. Arf, arf. Alright? Arf, arf, I'm a scared little puppy. I'm just scared and I'm not high. Why does everybody think? I thought it was must you scare me? Must you scare me? I'm sure it's fine, I'm sure. My whole life does not hang in the balance of I should have just not been too ill to work last Monday. This is what I get. I gotta be scared. Now. Have I ruined everything? Have I just ruined everything? Fuck. Arf, arf. Arf. Why is the image of the middle-aged man being emasculated by a costumed dominating prostitute woman? Why does having him act like a dog always elevate the extent of his emasculation? Like, it's one thing to get the man to wear like pink panties with a bunny tail and crawl around on the floor waggling his ass on his knees and hands. But if you can make him go arf, arf, ow, ow, while he does that, just triple points for humiliation, like right away. The dude with the green tea, I just saw your own comment about what part of Virginia, and I really don't love me. I think we're like Williamsburg or something. I think we used to live in Hampton. So, yeah, I don't particularly feel too tired to do a reading stream. I'm really amped to do a reading stream, actually. Yeah, I came on later than usual, and I am lying down in bed like I'm more drunk or more high or something than usual, but that is not the case. Mr. John Corky. Friends in the chat. Friends. That's right, just a little bit closer. Now that we're very close, you and I. Now that we're very close, you and I. What the hell am I doing? Nothing. We're just having some coffee and talking, sir. Why must you people accuse me of being high? Why? Why? I don't deserve that. I didn't get hooked up on my charger. What? No more weed until we read. Oh my God. What the fuck is this high school? What are we doing in here? Exactly. I should read Three Little Pigs tonight. I'll tell you what I'm going to read. I'm going to read the beginning of the first part of those texts, which I will be reading for the rest of the time I do these streams. You got a tablet? I hate reading off the computer. I don't have two screens the right way to make that easy and comfortable. I have the phone and I have the laptop. But I also, I don't know, just the little clicking and scrolling noises. It's totally a generational thing. It literally is, because I'm old. I don't mind little noises associated with having a book in my hand. I like that. The little noises associated with looking at a book on a screen, little stealthy clicking, patting around noises. I don't like it. I should have, what is electronic? E-ink is electronic, but it's like reading a notebook. You didn't apply for Streamer University, what is that? I don't know why you would say you can't believe I didn't apply for something that you knew I didn't apply for before you even said that, or you wouldn't have said that that way, you lying motherfucker. What? You think you can get around me that easy? I used to play fucking Dungeons and Dragons, yo. I used to be clever back before you were. Contemplating an early failure. But in the before times, advanced we called it. Look at you now. You play Dungeons and Dragons? I want to play it, but I don't want to play because I don't like board games. So I've been thinking about just starting up a Dungeons and Dragons thing in here. Like just hanging out with my audience, specifically, strictly maybe to do a Dungeons and Dragons thing. There's a couple of role-playing games where me being the game master, the guy who rolls the dice, like who physically does it. We could do that. I need to land on my feet enough to be able to buy the gear. You got a computer? I do. I was gonna say about Dungeons and Dragons and the other role-playing game I would get into for that purpose is Call of Cthulhu, the Lovecraftian role-playing game. Both of those have big physical. The reason I'm saying all this is if I find a cool, cute neighborhood bookstore, gaming store kind of place, particularly somewhere that specializes in like luring in teenagers to play Dungeons and Dragons in their space, like they have a D&D night. I'll buy everything there. Like I'll do a streaming walkthrough and buy everything there, and then we'll see if the ops chase me into that place, because I'll only need to, theory, a gaming store, I really only need to buy stuff from them once. By world standards, you're still a teenager? What do you mean by that? Technically, parts of the world, in dog years, the dogs are longer. The dogs are taller up north. Therefore, longer dogs. I always wanted to play the Call of Cthulhu game, and I never have. And Dungeons and Dragons, I have a really cool idea for a screenplay, an original, based on a book, but the part where the protagonist is an obsessive Dungeons and Dragons fan would be original to my script. Like that's part of my original pitch, is that like the main character, he's like a 14-year-old and he's obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons. So the easy thing there is really to get good at it. I wanted to insinuate myself into some kind of game-playing group in Hattiesburg. I didn't say anything about it at the time, but all that weird trouble with the ops and stalkers, like, shut that down right away, of course. I can't go hanging out in gaming places if there's trouble like that hanging over me. I'm 19, everybody else in different ages, that's so I can stay on this stream. Yeah, YouTube, like, the only control I have is I can set it to, it's adults only, but, like, how YouTube arranges for you to tell them you're an adult. Nobody has great controls for that, but but there don't seem to be a lot of actual children wandering around unattended, gawking into spaces like this on YouTube, which actually is not like everywhere in here. Like there are spaces that are much more like gunked up with the kids, meaning actual kids. Don't do anything about it. I'll tell you my room because it isn't that far. If it's only like a couple years off what I told you. You really don't need to tell us how old you are. But this is set to adults only. So hanging out in here, especially as the more people are hanging out in here, we're kind of, yeah, 17's okay with me, Chris. Chris, are you 67? Yeah, that's what Chris said, 67. So a lot of people are 67 in here. Don't do it. Don't go into the army when you graduate. Please go to the army. They need you. Okay, I don't know if that's a great reason right now. I mean, it's not like there's a huge last stand. The forces of good are gathering for one last mighty surge against the you ain't trying to be forced to go to the army. Why are you trying to talk somebody else into going? You have bad eyes? Yeah, they wouldn't let me in because of my eyes. The autism, you have ADHD and you have ADD, so they would not let me in the back problems. I don't know. I always wonder how they decide with stuff like that with military service. Like, if you're the kind of person who's half crazy but a badass motherfucker if you're on the right pills, right? Like, everybody knows those people. Which ones does the military decide? Okay, you can have those medications. We will keep you medicated. We got your back. We got your pills. Like they would with, like, your eyes being bad, like certain kinds of bad eyesight. It's not a good comparison because you got to be able to function with your glasses on. You know what I mean? You're from Mississippi. Feel around to shoot. Are you seriously talking about what gun is most satisfying to fire? And a 30-06 is like one of the possibles there. Like, what's your favorite round to shoot? Could be a 30-06. Like, what else? What else could it be? Like, what would you be like? No. Just shoot whatever the fuck they tell you to. I can feel my skin dance from the recoil. I mean, yeah, like that's like that is a very specific physical thing. Yeah, that's true. And AR-15, I don't know if, I think the only time I fired that kind of like handheld automatic, like the kind of like, I have definitely fired that kind of gun once, and I want to say it was an AK. An AK-47. I'm not sure. And I really only fired it once. I just remember that I was standing by while guys were fooling around with it in a space it wasn't quite fit to fool around with it. Like, it was like, this was probably in Mississippi out in the woods somewhere. Right? Like somewhere where it was like, yeah, we're in Mississippi and we're in the woods, but there's a bunch of people within earshot. So we start firing off the big cannons. Like, there's people who are going to wonder. There's people who are going to be like, who did that just now? On the range with a Red Ryder BB gun. I am not muted. Why are you lying to me? So most of my experiences with shooting guns in the woods there was a stretch when I was in grade school in Mississippi where there was a rifle that I was a little too small for that I was allowed to carry around a little bit. Wasn't allowed to really shoot it. But then I was a guy who was into drugs, who hung out with people who were into guns and drugs throughout the 90s in Mississippi. Grade school, running with a rifle. Hey, police dude, how are you? Yeah, one of the last times I was in Hattiesburg before I tried to move back recently, I was there in Mississippi. I was in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I don't think you should be giving people instructions for making homemade flamethrowers in my chat. Don't do what Chris George is suggesting. It won't work. You'll just get injured. Hi, Jelly. You really don't need to look at those instructions, Jelly. What was I just talking about? Brenda Spencer, is that the I Don't Like Mondays girl? The silicon chip inside her head got switched to overload. And nobody's gonna go to school today. She's gonna make them stay at home. And Daddy doesn't understand it. He always said she was good as gold. Oh, her dad gave her the gun? I didn't know that. I knew that all I remembered was that you make a bomb, a little bit rust in some dirt. I don't know how good your advice is. I don't know if I trust you like I trust the Anarchist Cookbook. I trust the Anarchist Cookbook. You'll go make a flamethrower now. Young lady, please don't make a flamethrower with instructions you learned from the chat here. And thank you. Please and thank you. If you do make that flamethrower, make sure you understand the instructions very clearly so that you don't accidentally set yourself on fire. And remember, when you're setting things on fire, outside, away from the building, always point the flame away. Always point the flame away, down and away. Have you ever been to Fart Town? What is happening? You know what? Why did I ever want to be a live streamer? And light something I hate and love on fire? Really, Jelly? Thank you. That's so nice. Did you get glowing from Stupid Town? I'm not sure what that means, but I'm not in Stupid Town now, I'll tell you that. I still don't think so. Can you use the flamethrower on me? No, police dude. You are not allowed to be flamethrower. And neither is Jelly. Jelly cannot be on the flames. The flambe part of the menu with a list of those who get cooked. No one would miss you is not the standard by which you get the decider. Nor is being fed up. You're not allowed. I'll do it to Rogan if that makes you better. Okay, I guess, look. Police dude, if you and the girls would like to kill me and cook me and eat me, though it's very illegal for me to even suggest here, I might be amenable to aiding in the planning of such a thing. So I can't. do that. I can't suggest such a thing. It would be really. That would be weird. It would be really weird, actually. Cannibalism is a weird thing for me to. I mean, maybe it wouldn't be weird if I didn't keep insistently coming back to it in such a way as to make it really clear that I'm not joking about cannibalism. If you need to put in a tire. Really, I will do it to Rogan and the things that you hate for you to feel better. You know, Jelly, it doesn't sound like you need to set me on fire. It sounds like you're like, really, out of love and friendship for you, I will burn all of the things you hate in Rogan. And he's like, he might be like, yeah, okay. You know what, go ahead and burn all the things I hate. Here's a list of all 7 of them. And she's gonna be like, yep, all 8 things that you hate. He's gonna be like, I gave you a list of 7 things, and she'll be like, yep. The 8 things. Unless you mentioned Rogan. Did you mention Rogan in your list of 7 things? No, I didn't really hate him enough to want him burned. Oh. So in that case, yeah, no, it's 8. It's a list of 8 things now. Because Rogan's on the list now. Are you a cannibal? This is a safe space. It's not that safe. You know they watch me. You're still gonna make Hattiesburg great again. Yeah, see, they're watching me from Hattiesburg. See that? See? I gotta be still make Hattiesburg great again. Like, so I gotta fake them out, see? I gotta sneak them in. I gotta sidle up sideways. I gotta sidle ways. I got ways to sidle. The plans that you had to kill one of your coworkers with a Uzi, and you walk into the building and you're killing him, but he was off that day? No, that never happened. What? That never happened. No, it wasn't a coworker either. No. Jeez, you can't do that to your own coworker ever. How rude would that be? Like, that would imply that you would walk back into where you work and start shooting people. That would be so wrong. My God. Why would you do that? Chris is an oppo. John Porky. Trying to gather strange anti-Rogan Rogan stories. The stories somehow that I don't want told. Anti-Rogan propagandists. Can you tell us a story about that one done if you want to kill your boss, but they were off that day? No, that isn't how that. No, I would never have. I don't, I'm gonna just time you out for a day, Chris George. You're gonna get a 24-hour timeout for one thing. And for another thing, I would never plot to kill anyone I work with. At all. Ever. That would be rude. Yeah, falling down. What do you think I am? A mail carrier? A high school English teacher. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. What kind of a strange... Jelly keeps telling everyone to shut the fuck up because they won't listen to her where she is. And she needs them to where she is. Because you can. Because I can't be myself. Maybe, I don't know. No. I don't know. You're welcome to be rude in here, Jelly. Generally. It's like the first couple of rounds or whatever you're saying. You don't gotta shut up, like, pretty much ever. So, I have a place in Ohio now. I think it's gonna be alright. I think it's gonna be alright. It's 11 o'clock, huh? I think I should do a reading stream early and then maybe come back and do more chat stream after that. Jelly, you're out of control. I miss you so much when you're not around, Jelly. What are we reading tonight? I don't give a fuck. That's alright. I miss you so much when you're not there. I don't care whether you don't give a fuck. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna read another Conan story for now, John Porky, because it's like all sad. And I should make a point of you are not gonna go harm yourself, young lady. Jelly, don't. Come on, kid. Already playing. You gotta be alright, Jelly. It's very important to me that you be alright. Cat in the hat. I don't know about all that. Hello, Jimmy. Yeah, I thought about reading another Conan story. I think there's just one more in that book. But on the other hand, I don't know. There's a couple other books here I really want to read. Like this weird moon I'm in. Why do you like reading all these crazy hard books? Well, for one thing, because they're easier to understand if I'm reading them. Right? Like that actually is one of the reasons to like the heavy reading, like a good reader. You're halfway to understanding the text because the way they read it helps. And then, like, you know, if it's me, we can stop and talk about it. I gotta read something for the hood. The hood. Something like not particularly white. I thought about reading The Count of Monte Cristo. John Henry and the Steam Drill, that story. Right, was John Henry a black dude? He was a black dude, wasn't he? Is that your point? Before it was a cartoon. You look really tired. Just go to bed and end stream. No, I've been really ill for several days. Memoirs of a Geisha. What kind of frack is that? Have you seen BB's Kids? No, but I remember when it came out. Judy, how are you? To make him black, he's half black. That would make me a quarter black, which is anyone that black would know is entirely black. Not pass the paper bag test. We've been a mod for months, and there's still new mods who come in here who we've never seen. Yeah, me too. I don't know who modded them. I don't know what place they came from before they. John trying to get a promotion, I mean, He's probably just trying to understand what's going on in here. I don't understand that. Tina, going out, talk to you tomorrow. Have a nice night dancing. Are we dancing? Is that what we're doing? Oh, no, I'm gonna sing you a traditional honky folk song that my people, my very white people, sing sometimes. It's a honky traditional. It's called Why Am I So Lonely at Dawn? It's a song we normally sing at dawn. And it goes, honky, honky, Anyway, that's the way we used to sing it in my family. It's a very powerful folk song. It's very powerful. Very, very white, but despite that, very powerful. Yet folksy in its power and simplicity. I'm about to get canceled singing that. I'm just singing the old songs the way we used to sing them down by the shanties. What? Ow! Why are you kicking me? I'm just telling the man how it was when I was young. Why are you telling me I'm going to seem high if I do this lying down? I, I'm going to completely forget. I, you know, I really, I'm not going to know later. The thing that sucks about live streaming is that when I am particularly good and things are particularly exciting and spontaneous and freewheeling, I'm not paying attention to clips or grabbing clips. Maybe I might be good at all that on the fly as I go. If I was better at, like, the part of being narcissistic about, it's about paying attention to yourself. Like, I'm not that good at it. You know, our traditional honky folk ballads. Like, I was trying to think of traditional honky desserts and food traditions, like, and I thought of some like right away, but I couldn't like think of words for them. That made it clear what they are, because they're understood to be part of that honky culture. Like those little cookies with the Hershey's Kisses in the middle of them. What are those called? What's that weird dessert? Watergate salad. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff like that. It's got the tiny mushrooms in it. Wait, the dessert? I thought I knew what you were talking about. And watching this material is also not the best for your mental health. I mean, are you sure? It seems to be bad for my mental health, but no, you know what? It really doesn't, actually. My mental health was so much worse. My mental health is so much better now. But look, I also got 2 cats. See how I could be an all-in heat now? Because I got the windows open, I got screens. Because love, hello. Sent over screens so my cats can hang out in the windows. You honestly enjoy dark movies when you're this way. But look what she's doing. And yeah, my work week is supposed to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was so ill I couldn't work Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, my boss decided she was too ill to work. And so it just puts me in this position where if any little thing goes wrong with anything with me at work in the next week, I'm in trouble. Like I can't be or seem to be any kind of flake. I mean, generally at a job like this, like everything you do always rides on everything you do. Like you can't be a dumb fuck or bad at what you're doing for more than about 5 minutes. So I guess I'm not that worried. We love cats because they don't make too much noise. Is that why? What do you do for your job? I am a groundskeeper caretaker here at this apartment building that you see part of the inside of. I take care of these 2 cats, is what I'm doing. Trying to make sure things stay stable enough for Pi and Zoe. I don't know why everyone who comes in here tonight thinks I'm high. I am not hot, sir. Any more haunted stuff happened? I'm not trying to even hear that question. Haunted? No. Oh. This place is not haunted. Love, hello. Hello. Was tripping. Tripping. Oh my God, why did that noise? don't know. Did you hear that? Let me ask you what else am I supposed to do? So that really is hard. She did not. Job Quirky is a troll. It was just lying. It was just lying. I don't know what she was talking about, seeing someone behind me in that one stream. That could have been anyone's. Shut up. Look, that's got nothing to do with me lying down with my back to the. Ever seen one of those trees that are 1,000 years old? They look like they're alive. Then it won't make you go away. This is not a haunted place. What's up, kitty? Oh my God. Alright, well, I got up fairly easy. That wasn't, I mean, you guys couldn't see the effort involved. There was some effort involved in that. Let me get up. And now I'm going to eat the rest of this pasta. I don't know what kind of villain you're talking about, but Batman animated series. I still have not watched that show. I mean, I've seen it once or twice. Like, I was already an adult who wasn't watching cartoons anymore when that was first on. It's a nasty rash. Oh, I'm back like a nasty rash. I was gonna be like, you know what? I bet you're prettier than most rashes. See, I know how to flirt with girls. And you guys don't see me do that much. But I did that with a mouthful of food pointed right at the camera, too. If you could change one thing about the world, what would it be? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I could even change one thing about me and be sure I could get that right. No drug dealing, so. Okay. Must I feel like I'm gonna fall over? I mean, I don't have to, I guess. Rogan was so kind yesterday. So kind when he remembered to put one of these in there. I had to fill it from the sink. And then put it in the fridge. Rogan's on the move. Lurching and shuffling. Slouching towards Bethlehem. By whacking. What do you think? Bye. What did you do to make that noise? Okay, I'm pretty sure I did not leave that like that. He's on the move for drug. That is what I oughta. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? I don't know. I have thought about which superpower would be the most fun to have as a matter of crime and control. But like which one would be most useful? I don't know. Like all of my, one thing is invisibility, yeah, I mean, can we have more than one power? That was my question. All right. Let me ask you this. If I switch to reading another book, oh my God, maybe I shouldn't try. Unless your clothes turned invisible. So you're just gonna walk around naked. No, that's actually because one of the books I was thinking about reading is The Invisible Man by H.G. Wells. And part of the thing that's interesting about that is the guy who figures out how to turn invisible, like, he goes sort of full mad scientist and starts using his power to go invisible to go around and fuck with people. But first, like, he hasn't considered how to turn back. So he has to hide that he's invisible. Like do I have that book? Yeah. I have the first 6 H.G. Wells novels are all like really essential. I think The Invisible Man is the weakest one, actually, but it's still really great. I think The Island of Dr. Moreau is my favorite. In order, it's The Time Machine, The Island of Dr. Moreau, The Invisible Man, The War of the Worlds, The First Men in the Moon. H.G. Wells invented modern science fiction. He was British, and he was a committed socialist. He was big on the idea. Sounds like Hollow Man. Yeah, Hollow Man is basically a remake of the movie of The Invisible Man, the famous early 30s movie with Claude Rains. It's got really good special effects. Like, the special effects still look really good. James Whale, who directed it, he's a really good director. He's a pretentious gay British stage director who would rather have been making serious Oscar bait dramas for women, but he kept having to make horror movies. He made The Invisible Man with Claude Rains. He also made Frankenstein with Boris Karloff. He made The Old Dark House, also with Boris Karloff. Evil Bale Fondler. Frankenstein was a good book. So do you really find older movies that much better? Yeah, sometimes. It's qualified, not always, but yeah. I mean, definitely better than what is out now. I don't think we're getting good stuff these days. I haven't seen a good movie in a long time, you say, yeah. Yeah, that's, I mean... Bad plots, trouble acting. The writing being really weak really bothers me. Like, I mean, that's always the case, I guess. That wasn't a gummy shark. Why was it supposed to be a gummy shark? Was I supposed to eat a shark? Is it Sharky's time? Is it Sharky's time? And I failed. I failed. I'm gonna take a big spoonful of kratom now. And then I'm gonna get back into bed. Like I don't care. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I do not give a fuck. Is how I'm gonna do it. Oh my god, I needed more water than that. It's too late now. I regret everything. Hello, Alex. How are you? Don't cry, little kitty. Someday you will be free. You will run free. Someday, little friend, my little friend, someday you'll run free. So, pie wacket, pie wacket, come here, little friend. Come sit with me by the window, pie. Come with me, little friend. Oh, you're listening. Oh. Do I remember Alex Gray from last year? I do. Is everything okay? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'd be happier if, yeah, I mean, things could be a little bit better, but not by much. Things are all right. Things are good. I don't know why I feel like death this week. The wolf guy, I thought coyotes. You never see me eat? No. I try to avoid it. You just want to check in. How are you, Alex? Ever see cats called munchkins? Yes. Sunshine Girl. And one of the kinds of special short-legged cats are called skookums. Because I wanted to write a really weird comic strip for Red to draw when she was a teenager, before her interest in furries and furry-related art got as entrenched as it has. But I still already then thought, I wanted to write a comic strip called Skookums. Someone came back to the stream, so you knew from a long time ago. No, Jelly, you're remembering right. You're totally remembering right. Alex was that guy from like a year ago. Yeah, Alex was here all the time, probably about 10 months ago. And hasn't been here all the time lately, but I guess I've seen Alex, I don't know, about once a month. Usually just says hello. Something as big as strong as a gorilla, but the speed, sharp claws, and killer instincts of a cat. So Red's mother. magician of you. But look at so much you and young. That's Mother Allison. Yeah. She's coming for me. Ain't much left she could do. She's dangerous like a gorilla is all I'm saying. She will fuck you up. She will rend you limb from limb. She knows what I mean. She would laugh because she's a slinky little thing. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. She will destroy you. One swap. Oh my God, thank you for the gifts, Alex. Flowers. Flowers. That's so awesome. So I was thinking about reading a new book tonight. Yeah, H.G. Wells maybe. It's funny if we do the Invisible Man because it's of the like 6 H.G. Wells novels in that collection. It's the one that I am least into, but it's still really good. Juno of King Paimon. I don't know what that means. But you hear Pyewack, it's gonna fuck up the sound on any reading stream. I mean, I could shut her out. Oh my God. I have doors I can shut between me and the cat. Why are you talking about demonology? And he says, I don't know. As if he wouldn't know the answer is a number. What's going on with the cat? Look, I am collecting her shrieks. There's a shriek jar in the southeastern corner of not just this unit, but the building. And in that jar, that portion of that sound which passes through that space that stays is collected, collated, refined as it's aged. And eventually it's worth $1 or $2 to like little old ladies who are into occult bullshit. We sell it at the store. Oh boy. What? What are you trying to say? I'm not trying to say. Cars are hungry. Yeah. And so are souls. Hungry souls. They'd like to dance, and then they'd like to eat, and then they'd like to destroy you for all time. Your Wendigo has been starving for 3 days? Well, that's... You know what happens, man? You know what happens? First thing they do is bite your dick off. 2 bites. And they only make it 2 bites because then the second one is especially excruciating, the second bite. I mean, it's one thing to get your dick bit off, right? And ate up, right? In front of you. What is that? I think it's a spider. That must be a spider. I don't know what it is. That thing. I don't really need that. It's okay, guys. I didn't need my dick anyway. It's alright. I'll just. Ow. Uh, I don't know what it is flopping around up there. It was moving like a spider. I mean, you guys could see it exactly as well as I could see it just now. I don't think it's a moth. Um, I could get up and look. It really looks like a spider when it's not flying. Alright, I'm gonna get up and turn around and look, and it's gonna be gone. Ladybug, no, it's too big. A baby tarantula hawk, that's what it is. Actually, it's several of those. In formation. Swoop it. As they do this time of year. They come like Voltron. Swooping like Voltron. Oh my god, what? Oh, it's just one of those? Well, I, I don't believe that. That's so weird. I really would have sworn that was a different kind of flying thing a minute ago. But alright. Sure, it's a moth. Yeah, I thought it was something better. I was sure. Yes, Zoe. If you touch it, it might get that powder glittery stuff on you. That's the part that's good to smoke, though. You don't want to get that on your fingers, because then you gotta smoke your fingers. Now it's gonna eat all your clothes. Shit, I fucked up. Alright. Alright, so are we done? Alright. You smoke the mothwing dust? Yeah. The crystal moth. Yeah, man. Don't you? Shit, I just smoked the fuck out of them things. Back in fucking Worcester. We used to call that fucking ride the pink horse down Nightmare Alley is what we used to call it. But what it was stopping stray moths. See, into these pipes we used to make out of fucking tin foil and fucking toilet paper. See, ride the pink horse down Nightmare Alley is what we used to call it, but what it was smoking moths. And lightning bugs, but that was basically speculative because they look like they could get you high. Like once you know them other moths can get you high, then you're like, well, the lightning bugs get me high. And they won't, but you can never tell anybody that. They gotta try. Fucking dumb fucks. Lightning bugs get you higher than PCP. That's somebody always fucking starts saying that shit. And then somebody fucking believes that shit. And then you can't dissuade them from it. Except, but you gotta watch them smoke like 10 of those fucking bugs. Ruin the fucking pipe. Bug legs sticking out of your bong for days. It does not look like that kind of moth from over here. It really does not. It looks bigger. It's just something about the perspective. Something about the light. Like that same bug. I'm looking at it still. It doesn't look like one of those little bugs that you can smoke that we were talking about, the crystal moss. It looks bigger. Why does the universe exist? Does that matter? Are we supposed to worry about that? How are you, Jay Moore? Taste test. Are you suggesting I eat the moth to determine whether it's a crystal moth? I can tell. Besides, I don't do crystal anymore. Like, you guys can joke all you want about how high I seem laying here and shit, but let's be serious. Please. I can't imagine moth dust tasting good. I doubt it's like Cheeto dust. No, but wouldn't that be, you know what would be cool? You know what? I was gonna say, can we start convincing little kids that bees are rare now because they're delicious? And this story that can sting you is a myth. Just, how do you spread that? Like, you just hang out somewhere where it's like nature trails for kids and families and tour groups. And like make sure that's naughty and devilish. I remember reading this article So is anyone else in here old enough to remember Portal of Evil? Um, Portal of Evil was this really odd website that was like a compendium of other weird websites. And one of those websites, I don't remember what it was called, but it was called like Maniacal Science Projects. Like, and it was just prose. Like, it was just the length of a pamphlet. But some of I'm sure the science projects worked though, just because of the tone of the writing. I'm sure they worked like a motherfucker. Like, one of them I remember was, it explained how, so, if you, those things they have at state fairs where there's the electrical thing where you can't stand on the pad if you've got pennies in your pockets because they'll burn you. Once you put your hand on it, it makes your hair stand up on end, right? Like, if you can arrange to get the thing that you put your hand on upside down in the ceiling, then that's the hard part, because that thing's heavy. But if you can mount it upside down in the ceiling and hide it, then when somebody walks with both feet onto the pad, it'll feel like molasses is pouring onto them, like cold, thick molasses, the whole time they're standing on the pad. But if they can't see it, if the thing is hidden in the ceiling, they won't be able to see what's causing it. And I remember that one particularly because I thought that would really freak me out. I know that I would know it was some kind of electrical effect. It would still really freak me out. But the other one I remember was that all of these experiments had titles. And one of them was titled, like, 30 hand solar powered kindergarten death squad. And, and the instructions were, hey, Vladimir Putin. Hey, the Dev Logan. So the instructions were, get like 30 hand-sized mirrors. You find a playground outside. You teach the children on the playground how to operate one of these mirrors so they can direct the ray of sunlight where they want to with the mirror, catching the sunlight, right? And you explain to them that if they all coordinate where they hold their mirrors with the bright sunlight, they can start a fire. And they can point all that like at somebody's face. But the way the instructions read, it was like, explain to the children how to coordinate so they can use their hand mirrors to all point in the same direction. Then walk away very quickly, or better yet, run. You're going to go watch films. This guy is boring. What? Yeah, everyone deserves a hello. Bjorn, where are you? Bjorn Andresen, what are you gonna watch, a Swedish movie or something? Um, Jelly, do you want me to leave him to you? Do you want to tear him to pieces? Uh, that reminds me of the South Park episode of The Brown. No? Okay. Because I thought you hadn't had a troll to fuck with for a minute. I should. He fucked all the big stars. I did not. I did not at all. I don't. Who's going to win the World Cup? Oh my God, am I going to have to start paying attention to that? The movie froze so whelp me. You were trying to watch a movie instead of hanging out in here, and your gear failed you. So you're like, oh, oh, I guess I'll just fall back on that cheap, free bullshit that happens to be my friends who love me. Did you hear Pie Whackhead? Did you hear that, police dude? Did you go back to work today? No. It's the wrong day of the week. It's annoying. It's annoying. I don't want more days off. I want to. It's really annoying. Any of the head mods or Roganautica, can I get mod? I come here pretty often. And I kind of feel like this is a family thing. Um, um, I would say yes, but for one thing, right now, we don't need any mods in here. What would you do if you were asleep in the dark and you heard someone whisper, hey, over here? I would whisper, no, thank you, sir. I would say, no, thank you. Hey, over here. No. 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 Nope. Good day, sir. I was wondering how long you're gonna put up. You wanted to tell him something, Jelly? You'll come when you need some. Just remember me. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for offering to be a mod. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I should go ahead and read another Conan story. because there's definitely another Conan story. But it is now 11 p.m. Yeah, it's midnight where I am. Yeah, I should go do that. I should do a reading stream. Or at least, like, I mean, the other thing I'm doing at this point is I'm really, it's 9, you know? I'm really not sure why I'm so wobbly at this point. Like, I just shouldn't feel this ill. There's no reason. Like, I should be okay. For, like, low-key streaming, like, the normal rhythm of my streaming evening is I do this for like 3 to 5 hours, 3 to 6 hours, 2 sometimes as short as 2, but usually 3 to 6 hours, 3 to 5, and then I do a reading stream about 2/3 of the time. And then, like, half of the time, I feel like I've got enough energy to come back in and hang out in the chat for another hour or 2. Like, my energy just is not. Yeah. Yeah, it's just, is Bjorn. So please. Yeah, let's just. There we go. Hidden on the channel. Because they're not being less than annoying. You know what was sad about that, though, is that he seemed like he might actually have just not understood. He might actually have literally failed to understand. He seemed like he might have been a person who is like, I don't understand. I'm just a nice, strange, foreign person who has no social graces, whatever. And I stand here alone in the world amongst all these smooth and friendly peoples. Amongst these smooth and friendly peoples. Dude was a creep. I am not creepy, sir. Sir, I am not at all creepy, sir. I am very much not creepy. Join us. Join us, sir. Jelly, why you not join us, Jelly? Jelly, Jelly, why you not join us? You subscribe to him, I'm going to make a post on his channel. Say you were child abuse. I don't know if you need to chase him around and bother him, Jelly. I didn't see all of that, but I don't think he was intentionally being creepy at you. I don't think he followed. He wasn't even thinking about it. Can you do that? I mean, you can do what you want, Jelly. Can I chase him around? You can do what you want. I wouldn't want to get his attention if he is some kind of creep or retard, for one thing. Because, yeah, I don't know, Sunshine. I just want everyone safe. Yeah. Come on, come on. Let's not do anything that may force him back into stream. No, don't. He was acting weird and creepy. I hid him from the channel so we can roast him over and over, but we're not allowed to intentionally bully and harass people, nor should we be allowed to just like take up attacking and harassing people. I join in roasting him. I know that's why there's probably rules against this, and there really should be if there aren't. You guys know this. Come on. If we could just go around finding loser creep assholes and bullying them, come on. We could just do that. Like some kind of weird asshole superheroes. There's probably whole worlds full of mean, self-righteous teenagers on Adderall doing exactly that. We find at dawn to roast him. Yes. I feel like if we're gonna also, you lied about having your boyfriend with you. I saw you talking about having a boyfriend, and I thought that was just fiction, but I don't I don't know why you had to go there. That's some straight Freudian defensive positioning, I gotta say. Like as soon as you felt a little menaced, you had to have a boyfriend. I mean, I understand. Understand. Torches and pitchforks. I was thinking about that with Frankenstein. We were talking about Frankenstein earlier. Oh, right, because I was talking about Claude Rains. Okay, so I bring the coal. All right. All right, so if I switch to doing H.G. Wells, we're talking about the Invisible Man, but I'd rather do it in order, I guess. You dozed off for a couple seconds. I guess I'd rather start with the time machine. But maybe I should just do one more Conan story like I was threatening to. Why has this become a task of wretched and heartbreak for me? All of a sudden, it's weird actually. Like, there are a few symptoms of how depressed I am right now. 3 dozen. But yeah, the one that's weird is I've been saying for like 6 months, a year, 2 years, like, at least just give me a space to hunch over my laptop, use the microphone that's in it, and just read classic fantasy and horror fiction out loud. And that'll be good. Yeah, H.G. Wells or Edgar Rice Burroughs. I'm thinking about Princess of Mars. The only reason not to do Princess of Mars is that I don't have the second and third books. And I feel like I'll get everybody excited. And then I won't have the... Why are you bringing up Krishna? John Porky. Why are you, of all people, why you gotta be bringing up this Krishna Patel fucker? We're gonna have to start all over. How long have I been streaming? What, almost 3 hours. We're gonna have to start over. You're getting tired. Look at how old I am. Go to bed. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can keep driving this short bus of rage. This black bus of lost souls from somewhere in the Midwest, possibly Cincinnati. It's 12:09. You're eating almonds after midnight? No! I'm sorry, buddy. I'm upset by Wacket. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Pie. I'm sorry, buddy. I know, it's really bad. I shouldn't do that. You're so right. It's cruel. It's a cruelty when I make such noises. You're going to report me. But I thought you loved me. It's impossible to eat almonds without a drink. Good night, sunshine girl. Sleep well, my friend. I'm gonna have to work up some kind of extra special good night voice so that when people say they're going to bed, I can do the bedtime voice, and then I can do it every time, and that'll be cute. You know what? It wouldn't be cute for me after about 5 minutes, though. It would be a horrible thing. I would have to keep pretending it's cute. Like Santa Claus going, yo ho ho, at every little kid that sits on his lap. No fucking thank you. No fucking thank you. You know what? Who wants to be a streamer anyway? Like, who would fucking ask? Why would you? Oh my God. How did I get here? What happened? Why whack? What have we done? My little friend, what have we done? What? Don't you want to snuggle me? Don't you love me? You be safe, please, dude. Do you hear that? Whatever it is going on outside, Megan Pie all excited. That's what she's in here. It's a cat or a raccoon or something running around out there. But look how excited she is. It's woodsy out there. I mean, it could be just about anything coming over this way. I mean, in theory, I should be prepared to have a gun in case I gotta shoot a critter, a bad critter, like one of those snake-headed badger weasels that live in the deep woods of Ohio. Chupacabras, they call them. Yeah, you typed it just as I was saying it. Yeah. Snake-headed badger weasels, but chupacabras for short. Chupacabra videos are one of those weird things that where like Bigfoot videos are like this too. Like every now and then you watch one and you're like, okay, that looks real. Like that actually is a weird animal I have never seen before. The Mothman. Yeah, the Mothman stories, what's really weird about that is that they're definitely, have you ever saw a snake-headed badger weasel? You mean a chupacabra? What are you, Mexican? Because that's what Mexicans call them things, is chupacabras. Kaleidoscope glasses are royal octopi. What's up? Hey, oh my God, I want those back. I thought for a second my erectile dysfunction was going to be scuppered. And and that was super cool. Yeah, that was. What's going on? It's too bad we can't put that on Pie Wacket. That would be really cool if there was a way to put that on Pie Wacket. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just want to do something more opiated. I kind of want to do something sort of, I don't know, Edgar Allan Poe, I guess I could do. Or something out of that Oxford book of, I mean, The Raven. I did read The Raven in the cemetery at the other place. And that was cool. And I've done I've only done two Poe readings. And I don't know about the poems. So only a few of his poems are really fun. I wish you know what would be fun is if I just had like a big Norton anthology of 19th century poetry. Like and I could just pick through and read at random. I don't have books anymore. There is a used bookstore here on, you have one of those. So there's a used bookstore here that looks like a crazy lot of fun, but there's a sign in the window that says they're only open by appointment. Like, what's going on is the lady's just made arrangements for them to leave her stock of used books nobody wants in this storefront in this little downtown area. But I explain all this because, like, they must have rare books. Yeah, she probably has some really fun stuff. But I definitely got to be committed to drop $100. Like, it's definitely dragging a retired little old lady who's just doesn't feel up to just sitting in that store like Miss Haversham's wedding cake by herself anymore. So, I'm going to make one expedition of that. Downtown's really interesting. I'll I'll do some live streams and stuff where you go see downtown. There is at least one thrift store over there that I mean, it was an interesting thrift store. There weren't any books I wanted, so I get like lasered in with the thrift stores, with like bookstores. I want a used bookstore. I miss the used bookstores that had. If I had a car, if I had a car, if I had a car, I would find used bookstores that are just one little old lady sitting in the dusty wreckage nobody wants, with the romance paperbacks she used to read so assiduously, carefully numbered, ordered, stacked, and ignored. I'd go to these bookstores. I'd go brooding around for 45 minutes, getting my fingers all moldy, just to find 2 or 3 books I might want to read on my late night streams, a couple of doll paperbacks. You know what? I have weird fantasies about finding a date companion, like someone who likes to do dating things, like really specific dating kind of things, who could be the partner for certain kinds of streams in the fantasy. Like, it's like normal people would just want a girl to go out with. You have a nice dinner. No, I work back around through the channel. But used bookstores is one of those things where I wish, and the internet almost makes it possible to find someone who would be the right companion for a series of videos just finding obscure used bookstores. Ohio, this part of Ohio by the lake, this is a part of the country where every little used bookstore, every little town had a used bookstore. And those places are they are elderly, like the people who run them. Like, I'm not kidding that there's a little old lady who's book stock. Like, she needs the cash, but I don't need to be dragging her out more than once. But if I was passing through on a little day trip, I mean, with somebody for like internet content, you could probably hit three small used bookstores, three small town used bookstores in this part of Ohio in a day. You could do that at least 3 times. There are all different kinds of relationships. I mean, yeah, Sunshine Girl, that's one where there's, I mean, it's not even like someone to go on dates. You know what I'm describing? Like, I'm describing a whole actual short bus of people who would think this was fun. Like, I could put that together from in here if I wanted to, come to think of it. But it's got to wait a minute until it's a little more safe to let people know where I am. Love music, Carter. How are ya? So, like, yeah, it's only, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. A week or two for like it to be clear that my living and work situation is stabilized too. Like, I don't want to go making big plans and just watch them fall apart. It should be all right. I got really sick this week and kind of fucked it up. A companionship, but you gotta vet people to avoid troll infiltration. Yeah, I mean, well, with like doing a bookstore crawl, I don't know. I just need to make sure that there's trolls in here. There's certain kinds of trolls in here aren't going to get my physical address. Specifically for like, I don't want them swatting me or sending 50 pizzas kind of purposes. Like, these people, these weirdos, they've been really careful not to do certain specific stalker things. Like, they'll come in this chat and make comments, but they won't make comments on my videos. Stuff like that. It's weird. But I've been told they've done this before. 50 pizzas. Yeah, I love music. You don't film your address. Yeah. I had to delete a live stream the other day because I accidentally did exactly that, Sunshine Girl. I'm still annoyed about it. I mean, nobody knew that I did it. Like, nobody had any idea. There's a whole bunch of stuff there. And there was no indication that what you had seen was the key parts of the address. Like, you would really have to be stretching your brain cells to know that was the information. Just be careful. Yeah, I mean, these people are super creepy. I don't know. I mean, that's why, like, I was willing to stay in Mississippi and let this evil personal drama bog my channel down and feel threatened all the time. But Red said they killed her cat. And they were trying to make sure I couldn't have a job. So, whether or not Red was telling the truth about the cat, the incident stemmed from her not having friends the right way who had her back. You need love. Says military dude in OG house. I guess we all need love, I guess. That's what they say, right? They're probably still obsessed. I'm hoping they're not. We'll see. Do you have the mafia on you or something? What the hell? It's a local cabal of creepy assholes in Mississippi. And now that I don't live there, it should go away. It should go away. But because of the internet being what it is, it may not. So we'll see. It was the beginning of July. I guess it'll be the end of the first week of August, and I still have doubts. Then I won't have doubts. Oh my God. Can't things be? No, of course not. It's a real shame. Aren't they doing defamation or something like that? Yes. And there's already a court order in place that is supposed to prevent me and a specific party from saying bad things about each other by name or through third parties. But you gotta pay to file on that if you want that enforced. And you probably gotta establish that it needs enforcing. All that costs money. And would it do anything? Like, first, let's see about these internet attacks. I know the Creepy Attack channel dropped some new video a day or two ago because people were talking about it. But, I mean, it's just clips of me, so I don't feel like looking. I mean, have they doxed me? Yeah, the Reddit page straight up doxes me, yeah. Which I hadn't even really thought about. I don't know about the Attack YouTube channel. Sunshine Girl, I will see you soon. All Saints Day. How's everything at my new place? Everything's great, except I was too ill to exist for 2 days. And now I need there to nothing to get in the way of me and work in the next week. Like, if these guys ask me to pick up so much as a pencil and something slows down my advance across the floor to the pencil, I better answer for that. Like, it's not quite next to dire, the need for me to find some way to prove my merit here, my actual worth. It's not dire, but it's close. But other than that, it's great. I was really, really sick Monday and Tuesday. I'm still not. I don't know. I'm kind of okay. I'll kind of be okay, I think. I think perhaps what's left of me will be okay. Yeah, is that what you think? Are you sure? Alright, guys. I'm gonna stop this stream. I'm gonna figure out a reading stream. I'll see ya over there in that format. We'll figure something out together. Yeah, H.G. Wells. We'll do some H.G. Wells. Maybe The Time Machine, or I mean, the only reason to do The Time Machine first is first in the collection. It was the first one. I don't know if I can get her to settle down. It's kind of like once I get them fixed so they don't do this anymore, that'll be awesome. But like, what reading am I least inclined to find it annoying that interrupts it? I don't know. Alright, guys. I'll see you in a minute.